Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Packers coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff of what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and CD, the Bengals. Well, they're officially no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. They are now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. 2 previously to Joe Montana, the 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Quick slant to Watson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slam route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Second down, another shot for Jones. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Taking it about the 1. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, you don't become a 2-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 19-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He finds Watson complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 38 yards away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now Jones. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go Elliott again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Elliott will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Kyle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 178 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They find some open field here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good gain again. It's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive first and 10. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 224 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dean Lowry able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.